Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Schneider's Golf. Today I am joined by Sean Rivera from Turf Equipment and Irrigation here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sean is a dear friend of mine and he knows a lot of the Toro equipment. Today we're going to be going over the Turf Pro 500 and the Range Pro 100. These are Toro's new autonomous range and mower units. Sean, tell us a little bit more about these. All right, Sean, give us a little overview of the hardware here of the Turf Pro 500. We want to know some of the specs, what it does, maybe approximate cost, that kind of thing.
Okay, so right here you've got your charging port. So this will drive up on your base station and charge from either side here.
Oh, cool.
Or over here, so it can...
So you program in the charging port, it knows where to go and dock and just charges itself. No need to like bring it in or anything like that.
Yeah, so it'll grab a wire line that you bury.
Cool.
And that wire line will just come in right centered here, and that'll guide it into its charging station. You can come in clockwise or counterclockwise with that.
Very cool.
To charge. The bumpers have a sensor on it, so it can Roomba around objects. So if I was standing here and this was driving, it would bounce around my leg and work its way around me.
Cool. Looks like it's got some laser sensors too, possibly.
So it's got the sonar sensors here that are going to be picking up objects in front of it. So if I was standing here, it would go from full speed to slowing down until it bumped into me, and it would work its way around.
So golf courses don't need to worry about it hitting somebody or liability or anything.
Correct.
It's super safe.
So as it hits me and rides up on my foot, there's a lift sensor that would automatically shut the unit off and give an alert to the manager, letting them know that the lift sensor was triggered.
Cool.
And the unit would shut down.
Very cool. Cool. Talk to me about how this connects to the Pro Shopper. How is it communicating out here?
Sure. So it's RTK correction. So you would have a base station tower that would provide RTK correction to it. So you're getting a GPS precision mow. So you're gonna get perfect straight lines with that correction tower. So all you're gonna need is cellular and internet.
That's awesome. Cool. So how wide is the 500? What's the mow width on this?
So the width on this is 42.5 inches.
That's pretty big.
You got 5 cutting heads on the 500. The 300 is 26 inches.
Okay.
And it's got 3 cutting heads on that.
Show us those cutting heads quick. Let's take a look at what those look like.
So this is equipped with the range kit. So this right here is a guard for your range balls not to come into your cutting head. This cutting head has 3 blades on it. You can get them with up to 5. And they're just razor blades, almost like hover mowers.
Very cool.
These will adjust on the fly.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of a floating head, honestly.
It's a floating head, and then each has their own individual brushless motor.
Cool.
And then these heads, obviously this one's off, they can be taken off. It'd be nice, in my opinion, to have 5 extra sets of heads. That way you can just swap them quickly.
For sure.
Rather than having to, here, so you just line up right here to change your blade.
Easy. So you're talking maybe a 5-minute process to swap blades in and out.
Really quick.
Approximately how long have you guys gotten mow time out of a set of blades?
Oh, I think you could get them monthly, as long as you don't hit anything and break a blade.
Cool.
But yeah, a good month's worth of hard mow.
Awesome. Okay, so you got some big wheels on here, and this can handle some steep slopes as well. It's not just for flat areas.
Yeah, so this is the 500S model. So the S stands for slope.
Okay.
Which gives you up to 24 degrees of slope.
How cool.
So yeah, this thing's a billy goat.
And it can be out in the water. It's not sensitive, anything like that. Everything's water rated. And
so you definitely don't want to run your electric motors like in the standing water.
Yeah.
It does communicate with the local weather in your area. So if rain comes in, it will go back to its home.
Cool.
To dock during a rainstorm.
Very cool. So, and this is just to keep balls off of the blades.
Off of the blades, and then this will keep the tires from running over the balls there.
Cool. That totally makes sense. Awesome. That's a little overview of the undercarriage of the 500. So how big of an area would this mower manage for us here at the golf course?
So this can effectively manage about 13.5 acres.
Okay.
So it can go up to 18, but I mean, with charging time, you're gonna want to plan on about 13.5 acres that this can effectively maintain.
Cool. And the way the workflow happens is it kind of goes and charges, heads back out, goes in and charges, heads back out, and it's just kind of constantly mowing. It's not getting in the way of golfers. It's just kind of doing its thing, and it can mow at any hour of the day.
Yes.
Even during the night.
Yeah, so you do all of the scheduling, you create all of the work zones of where you want it to be working. You can program how often it cuts each zone. And yeah, the big plus on this is it never calls in sick, never shows up drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always working. Another positive too is off of your base station antenna, you can configure as many of these units as you want on the same antenna.
That's awesome.
So there's no subscription on these, so you can get,
once you've got it, you can run it.
Once you've got it, you can run a lot. Mm-hmm.
Cool. What's like the lowest height of cut that you can run on this?
So you can get just under a 1/2 inch with the low height of cut discs.
Cool.
So that's a different disc that just allows it to go a little bit lower.
That's pretty much fairway height for a lot of courses, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so with those discs, you could like cut fairway and then in your other program change to rough, and it would automatically adjust to what you're telling it.
Okay, so just speaking from experience, we set this up and we mowed a section of grass that we have, and the lines that this was able to hold was pretty impressive. I mean, they looked like burned in lines, and it will do the same path, or you can crisscross cut. Just really cool, super cool feature. So let's take a look at the Range Pro 100. It's kind of the similar footprint, but a totally different application. Same tower and same charging station.
Correct.
Pretty cool. Let's take a look at the Range Pro 100. So here on the right, we have the Turf Pro 500. Here on the left, we have the Range Pro 100. Tell us about this range picker.
So this is the Range Pro. It's effectively your range boy now.
Yeah.
This can manage about 7.5 acres of range. So
wow.
You can program this to pick from like 50 to 200 yards more often. That way you're not wasting time on the edges where there's not as many balls.
Cool. Yeah.
And then set it up to pick to do a clean pick in order to mow.
Yeah.
Partnered together though, the Range Pro can be working with the Turf Pro at the same time.
Oh, how cool.
So inside you'll see, here's the hopper. This is where it picks everything up. You can hold up to 350 balls in there.
Cool. So this doesn't turn or anything. This is just stationary and rolls with the unit as it's driving forward. Mm-hmm. And does it contour or anything, or is it's just pretty much static here?
Yeah, I mean you can go over some hills with it, but I mean it just picks like a single basket picker.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Once it gets full, it will head back to its home charging station. You would build your own platform or however you want to hold the balls. I've seen guys build them with slides or just drop into baskets.
Way cool.
And yeah, it's constantly working, so you're never out of range balls.
That's awesome. So it's going to go out, it's going to pick up. How does it know that it's full or that it's achieved a full basket? Is there?
By weight.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes, once it reaches a certain weight, it'll come back.
Very cool.
Yeah, again, same as the Turf Pro, it has a home wire that it will grab and follow back to its charging station. So each unit will have its own charging station.
Cool. So looks like the same basic like platform, you know, same motor. I'm assuming that the setup is the same for this unit essentially.
Yeah. Toro just came out with a new app for this, so super quick mapping. You know, just create your area that it's going to work within. Any areas you want it to mow around, you can create and let it rip.
I think I remember you telling me you can set this whole thing up with your iPhone.
Yeah,
cool.
iPhone or tablet.
That's super cool.
Makes it nice, and then you do have just the home platform on your computer that you can make adjustments as well. So if you had a break on your range and you didn't want your Range Pro driving into it, you could create a no-go zone around that break.
Oh, cool.
Until that was repaired, and then just remove it.
Cool. Set up a fence of like where the most concentration of balls is and have it just pick that area over and over again.
Definitely.
That's way cool. Let's look at the bottom of this, kind of give us an overview of the hardware like we did with the At the Turf Pro. Oh, cool. All right, so basically the same kind of wheels here floating on. You've got some squeegees to funnel the golf balls into the picker.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the cage where the golf balls are collected.
So, and then this cage opens up from here.
Oh, cool, okay.
And so you would essentially have, you drive up on your platform, and then that cage opens up and drops it either onto a slide or into your baskets that you want the balls dropped into.
That's super cool. And I'm assuming some people have this like hooked to their conveyor and washer system and they don't even have to touch it.
Exactly, yep.
Very cool. So completely autonomous range picking. So same deal here, no need to worry about this running into somebody that's out on the range or working on short game. It's just gonna avoid humans and not run into them or anything.
Same safety measures, yep. You've
Cool.
got a lift sensor and then all of your sonar out front, and then your bumper as well, so you can bump around items.
Cool.
Ideally though, if you owned it, you would want to completely map your range.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It would know what's coming up rather than just bouncing around things.
For sure. Okay, so essentially a Roomba for the range.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Things are evolving.
Yeah, that's way cool. So these paired together, you're looking at being able to manage about 13 acres of turf here, 7 acres of range, and you've just eliminated essentially 2 positions. Free them up to work on more critical tasks on the course, doing bunkers, doing heads, things that really need a human touch.
Definitely reallocating the labor in other areas that you want to catch up on things.
Cool. Awesome.